y'all. It is, I think, May 10th. So this is probably going to be the last time that I actually go out here and look for mushrooms. It's been kind of a crappy year. Oh, it's like a brush. Oh, God. Here in Kansas, where I'm at, northeast Kansas, this year, 2018, has sucked. Because I've only found probably 16 mushrooms all year long. 16, that's it. And it's been a really crappy year because it was like cold when mushroom season was supposed to start, which is around mid-April. We were still having days in the 40s and 50s, snow on the ground every once in a while, like what? And then all of a sudden it warmed up and we had like 1 week of like rain and 70-degree temperatures, everything you need to grow mushrooms. 1 week. And now it's in the mid-80s and it's May 10th. And they just started popping like last week. So now I seriously doubt any more popping. It just got too warm, too fast. That's the thing about mushrooms, is the conditions have to be perfect. Like, it's really frustrating. It's just a bunch of clips that I'm gonna roll later after this, but there's just clips of me finding one here, one there, blah 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 blah. And right now I'm on my last trip out, so I almost didn't do this, but I was like, you know what, I got to at least try one more time just to see if there's any that have popped up that are still good, because even if they're a little dry, you can soak them in water and they'll moisten back up, as long as they're not too gone. But at the same time, whenever they get all dry and crunchy, that's when they spread their spores. Yeah, which is another thing I've been wanting to talk to you guys about, is people think they know morel mushrooms. Oh, little froggy. Frog just jumped. Where'd he go? People try to tell you how to hunt mushrooms. Okay, there's like one of the biggest Facebook groups right now, the Morel Hunters Facebook page, has like 15,000, last time I checked, maybe more members. And it's just the same crap. Every year, people putting in their 2 cents, what they know about mushrooms. And it's like, before that, it was all like what your dad taught you or what your grandpa taught you. That's what we knew, because it's very centralized. Like, I know how morels grow in Kansas. I can't give somebody advice that lives in Indiana or Ohio or Oklahoma, because they don't grow in the same places, or especially the West Coast. Thanks to social media and linking the entire country together, and then you have everybody putting in their opinions, then it gets confusing, because you have so many people telling you, like, oh, this is how you do it. No, this is how you do it. Well, here in Illinois is how we do it. Well, here in Texas, this is how we do it. And it's like, dude, you're in a different region. So that's why I had to unfollow that group and find specifically a Kansas morel mushroom, because that's what I need to know. I need to know their information, because that's where I live. I just want to go over like the top 3 things that really piss me off about morel hunters that have been doing it for centuries, and they've been doing it for ages, and this is how you do it. You don't know anything about morels. Even if you've been doing it your whole damn life, there are mycologists, people who study fungus, that don't know anything about morels. Like, we know a vague thing about them. We know vague information, but if we knew about morels, we would have morel farms. We would grow them like they do portobello. People don't know anything about morels. We don't know how they grow. We don't know why they grow. We don't know if it's going to be a good year or a bad year. We don't know. Just, that's the thing that people need to get. That's how crazy morel mushrooms are. Okay, so one of the things that really pisses me off, and real quickly, this is why mushroom hunting, the later in the season it gets, the harder it gets. Just look at the overgrowth and all the brush. It's just getting so thick. They're so hard to see now. So I could be walking by freaking 100 mushrooms right now and I wouldn't know it, because it's so thick. I forgot where I left off a minute ago. But anyways, when it comes to mushroom myths and how little we actually know about them, one of the biggest things is the whole mesh bag versus plastic bag. Oh my God, that is like a debate to end all debates. You talk to any mushroom hunter, every other mushroom hunter is going to have a different opinion on, oh no, you're supposed to use a mesh bag. And then you'll talk to another guy and they'll be like me, I've always used plastic bags. But they're like, oh no, you need to use a mesh bag so that when you pick the mushrooms, the spores can leave the mushroom. What? So I did some research. I started looking up like mycological, I can't even say it, like people who have written dissertations about morel mushrooms, like the most scientific study I could possibly find, and none of them say anything about morels dropping spores when you're walking through the woods. I've hunted morels since I was, 12, and we've always used plastic bags, and they've always grown the same spot that we've caught them in, and we don't use mesh bags. So, but the thing behind the whole mesh bag thing is yes, morels do spread spores, but not until they're like 2 weeks old. After they've popped up out of the ground and they dry out and disintegrate, after 2 weeks, 10 to 14 days, then they spread their spores. So if you're out hunting and you're picking fresh morels, they're not going to spore anytime soon. You're not going to be like, oh, I got to make sure I pick these to put in a mesh bag so I can spread this. They're not sporing. Unless they're 10 to 14 days old, they're not spreading spores. That's one of the things that really pisses me off about people who think they know about morels. So when they try to spread knowledge about, oh yeah, you got to use a mesh bag and not a plastic bag. You don't know what you're doing if you do that. Like, shut up. I can't see nothing. I don't know why I'm even down here. This is a waste of time. Plus, it's really warm. Once the soil temperature reaches like 60 degrees, they're done. And it's been 80 the last 4 or 5 days in a row. It got warm too fast. Mother Nature, you really screwed me this year. Another thing that makes me mad is when people, when they're showing their pictures online, like, oh, look what I found today, and it's a mushroom, and there's still dirt on it, like the root ball, which is not a root ball, but they pick the whole mushroom out of the ground, and there's still dirt attached to it. Every other comment's like, oh no, you need to leave the root ball on the ground, so blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no. That's not how it works. They grow from a mycelium complex underneath the ground. So if you pull the whole mushroom up with the dirt still attached, who cares? It's not going to grow there again. That's not how it works. People get so pissed off when they see pictures of mushrooms that have the dirt ball still attached to them. And people are like, oh, you're supposed to blah, 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 blah. Like, shut up. No, how about you hunt your mushrooms and I'll hunt mine. You can leave me the F alone. I'm not hunting in your spot, so don't worry about it. You don't even know where I'm at, so shut up. So many scientists on Facebook, you know. I'm posting this picture just to show you guys that they're popping right now and just informing you guys, not, hey, look how did I do? How did I do? Like, no, I don't care how you picked them. I could care less. It's not looking good, guys. Mushroom season's about over. Meh. And then I guess the third thing that makes me mad is when people are like, where do I find them? And everybody always lists dead elms, creek beds, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, the woods. I have found them in the most random places. I have found them in fields, open fields, out in the middle of nowhere. I found them next to trees that they're not supposed to grow by. I've literally found them everywhere. I found them in ditches by the road. And like right now, I'm not in this thick ass forest. I'm in like a little finger of woods by a creek. That's it. And this is where I find most of my mushrooms. This isn't some thick forest. I don't even know what kind of trees they are. So it doesn't matter what you look for. They may tend to grow more by ash trees, elm trees, sycamores, apple orchards. They may be more relevant, but they don't just grow in those locations. They grow everywhere, like literally everywhere. This is my last hunt for 2018. If I don't find any today, I'm done. I hope you guys had better luck than I did this year. And according to some of the pictures I've seen online, you are. I've seen people walk out of here, walk out of their mushroom holes with buckets. And I'm like, someday I'll find a spot like that. Oh well, until then, I'll just keep checking my old spots, and I'm gonna go ahead and shut this thing off for now. And I'm gonna roll some of the past clips that I've recorded over the last couple weeks of me out hunting and having fun mushroom hunting, because that's what it's all about. It's fun. I mean, it's not a competition, and just the reward of finding them is awesome because they taste great. I didn't find nearly as many as I wanted to this year, and there's so many recipes I wanted to try, different recipes. I always just fry them up, but I wanted to try and wrap it in bacon and cream cheese and try them on a pizza, and so many different ways to eat them. Won't get to do that this year, but we're not due for any rain for a while, so I'm thinking it's probably over for Kansas. So I hope you guys enjoy the footage I'm about to show you. It's going to be a lot of jumping around because I pretty much just took my phone out with me for over the last, I don't know, 2 weeks, and just shot little clips here and there. So hopefully you guys had a good year mushroom hunting where you're at. Hopefully I'll see you next year, because I'll try again next year, and I'll holler at you guys later. All right, bye. Prove that morels can grow just about anywhere. Here I am in a creek bed. Sorry if the wind's really bad. I'm down in a creek bed. In the creek. And then there's this really cool tree right here that the bottom half has been eroded away, so all the roots and stuff are really starting to show up. Morel right there, growing from this old tree. And then as I'm looking even further, there's another one right there. Check it out. Got one morel right there, and I got another one right there. So I'm pretty sure there's more. So I'm gonna comb through here, see if I can find some more. Maybe you can try on the other side of the tree. Let's take a quick look. See if we can see any more. None that I see yet, but yeah. I just thought I'd show you that because that's pretty neat. They're not, and I don't even know what kind of tree this is, but yeah. They'll go just about anywhere, so keep looking, everybody. Gotcha! Hi! You thought I missed that one. Shoot. I don't walk by mushrooms. I make sure I pick them when I see them. Ooh, that's a fresh one too. Well, I know it's fresh because I was in this area 3 or 4 days ago. This wasn't here. So, but yeah, anyways, I've only been, like, this year's been weird. I've only been finding them one at a time. Usually when you find one, you look around and you're like, there's got to be more. Because like, they usually grow in either bunches or groups. This year has been nothing but singles. Like, I've only been finding one, maybe two. I found 2 in one area, but like, that's it. I haven't found a whole mess of them yet. This little area that I'm hunting in now. But it's a really good spot. Because you got a big old creek down there, nice wet soil up here. So I'm gonna go look around some more, see if I can find more than one, and see how today goes. Well, so far I've only found one, but then I happened to glance over here and about crap my pants. You guys ready for this? Look at that. Look at the size of that one. That's a beauty. Here's my hand. Bam! I love it when I find big ones. But of course, that is the one and only over here. It's gonna be one of those years. There's the first one I found. Look at the size. Oh yeah. So beautiful. This is so tasty. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one, and then I'm gonna really comb over this area because I've never found them in this area before, so there's gotta be more. There's gotta be more. Howdy! Okay, here we are, day 3 or 4. It's a different visit. It's my first time out for the day. So far, nothing. But then, I look over there, and it's like the most beautiful sight I've ever seen. You should look right over there. See if you can spot it. Dun dun dun. What? It's freaking huge. And after not seeing any for a while, and you just kind of ponder over there, and you see that thing sticking out, you're like, let's go get it. Of course, just like it's been all freaking year, just one, all by itself. No other little ones, but just one big one. Oh, gotta get to it. Gotta get to it. Wow, that's a big one. That is a big one. Nice. Nice. Okay, so there's got to be more. There's got to be more. I'm gonna keep looking. Damn! I'm cool with just finding them every once in a while. Like, I think that this is the third one I found so far. And I'm cool with finding them, I guess, every once in a while when they're that big. Whoa! Look at that compared to my hand. Oh. Best thing to do, is if you've never done this before, is after you find one, you stop and you look around. Make sure you haven't stepped on any or you're going to pass by some. But the way it's been going this year, it's like, okay, there's one. Well, I'm going to go walk another 10 meters. I'll probably find another one. So, yeah, sometimes you'll find them in groups, sometimes you don't. But whenever you do and they're that big, worth it.